Oh man, when it rains, it pours. And boy, is it pouring on the New York Yankees right now. As they lose to the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1 and fall 4 games behind them for first place in the AL East. I mean, like, bro, they didn't even show up today. Let's be honest. Rodon, I mean, from the gate, he looked like he didn't really have his stuff. His command was all over the place. He walked, what, 5, 6 batters? He walked 5 batters, gave 5 innings. The defense, once again, the left side of the infield, Peraza and Volpe, you need to get them the F out of here. Please, ASAP. Make the trade, Cashman. I don't care how high you are on Volpe, whatever. Look, just swallow the L. Take the L. Move on. I don't want to hear, well, who else are you going to get? I don't care. Get anybody. Get anybody for these guys, man. We need a major league third baseman and a major league shortstop. It's just bad overall, man. Bad overall, right? And look, I know everybody loves Dominguez, but let's be honest. The dude is a liability on defense, right? He didn't cost us any runs, thank goodness, but he misplayed a ball out there that I was like, come on, man. A real big league left fielder, a decent left fielder makes that play. Judge also, he couldn't come through for us. He just couldn't come through for us. And that's the story of the Yankees, man. Stanton, he always comes through. He was pretty much the only offense right now. But those 2 errors, man, was just terrible. Terrible, man. And look, I get it. We would have lost anyway because at that point it was 2-1. But you cannot make errors like that. That cannot happen, man. You got to get out of that inning. At least he would have gave us a few more. Rodon probably could have went 7 innings, 7, 8 innings if that doesn't happen. At the end of the day, though, look, the errors, they were tough, but it's not why we lost, right? It was already 2-1. The offense didn't show up. The thing with this team that kills me, man, is that I really feel like they out there like it's another game. Like it doesn't matter. There's no sense of urgency. Like when is the fire going to be lit under these players' asses, bro? For real. If I'm Boone and Cashman, I'm having a meeting with these guys and I'm telling them, you better wake the fuck up or you're getting the fuck out of here. And I'm sorry if I'm cursing, guys, because this is just ridiculous at this point. This is ridiculous. It's embarrassing. It's unacceptable. And it's unacceptable by the front office to keep putting these players out there like that, man. They have no business. Look, man, I'm sorry, man. And I hate to say this, man, but Peraza has no business being up here right now. He just doesn't. The only reason why he's up here is because he has no options. And they probably having a hard time finding a team that would trade from him. Volpe, another one, man. He has no business being up here right now. I'm sorry. You gotta, at some point, you gotta cut your losses and say, look, man, we cannot have this. I get it. He had 2 home runs the other day. Whoopie-doo, man. Besides that, he's been non-existent pretty much. Like, how long do you let this continue before you say enough is enough? Enough is a freaking enough. Shawn Michaels, and me and you disagree on a lot, but I agree with you. I was telling Ace that this morning. By the way, let me pull up Ace real quick. My bad, guys. I'm late on the chat. It's just make sure you subscribe to my man, the Ace Avenue, over there with the great play-by-plays. My bad, man. Every time I see that, I laugh. But you're right. I was telling Ace that earlier, man. We cannot wait till the deadline. We can't. I'm sorry. We can't wait till the deadline. We might not even be in a playoff position by the deadline, the way it's looking. Look, after this Toronto set, right, we go into the Phillies, which is another tough team. Like, unless the Yankees turn it around from here to then, me personally, if I'm Cashman, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. I get it. You want to make the perfect trade. But right now, we can't let that. We have to upgrade third base, and we have to get a bullpen arm or 2, and maybe even a starter. to start getting, at least third base, right? If the Diamondbacks, they keep giving you a hard time with Suarez or whatever it is, then you move on. NFE's in the building. What's up, NFE? Make sure you go subscribe to my man NFE, the Strike Zone, who loves raw steaks. Raw steaks from my man NFE. I'm gonna stop playing that though. It's funny though. Blue Jays run New York. I appreciate it, man. At least you subbed. I like your profile picture. That's pretty dope right there. Yeah, right now, man. Yeah, right now, y'all are our daddies. The thing that pisses me off, guys, man, is that we're better than this. And then, look, I understand why Bellinger wasn't in the lineup today. I get it, right? Because he's 2 for 22 versus Gossman. Fine. I got it, right? But in the bottom of the 8th or the top of the 8th inning, right, with runners on first and second, I think it was, or whatever it was, Dominguez coming up to the plate. Why is the Bellinger not batting? Dominguez is what? He's like, hold on. He went 0 for 4 today. And I get it. Everybody loves Dominguez, man. But he's been struggling lately. He's 0 for his last 13 at-bats. 0 for his last 13 at-bats. You have a right-handed pitcher in there, not Gosman. It was Rodriguez or whatever the guy's name is. Why is Bellinger not coming in right there? I get it. You said it's his day off. Miss me with that BS, bro. Ain't no damn days off, man. Not right now. Like, you're in a fight for a playoff position, man. Like, I don't understand. Where's the sense of urgency? Oh, for his last 18. Look, even worse. Over his last 18, but since the All-Star break, it's 0 for 13. At that point, man, Bellinger has to come in there at the 8th inning. At the very minimum, for at least for the defensive purposes, but he has to, he's got to take that at bat. I don't know what's going on with this team. I really don't. It's starting to piss me it's starting to piss me off. It's beyond me, man. And I don't want to hear all that, oh, it's his day off, man. Get the hell out of here with that nonsense. What are you talking about, day off? You're a Major League Baseball player. These guys are making freaking millions and millions and millions of dollars. And I get it, they're human. But we're talking one at bat, man. When your team is desperate. You're slipping. The season is slipping right out of your hands. It's literally slipping out of your hands. And there's no sense of urgency, bro. It's just another game. It's another game. Doesn't really matter, right? Doesn't really matter. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick, though, guys. And I'm sorry, man. I'm frustrated, man. This is pissing me off. Let me throw a smoke grenade. Maybe that'll calm me down. Maybe that'll calm me down, right? Let's take a look at the standings real quick, even though we already know. Yankees are 4 games behind. The Red Sox are 2 games behind us. It's just pitiful, man. Pitiful. At the end of May, I think we were like 8 games up or something like that. Something crazy like that. How are we 4 games down? This is just, it's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. You know what? I'm going to switch to, I made some ads here. I'll switch to that as I switch my camera view real quick. And I'll see you in about 30 seconds.
Bullpen meatballs. Serving them up all 2025 season.
You better like the video, and while you're at it, subscribe to my friend Jason's channel.
The reason your butt has been hurting is because you have YDS, Yankees Derangement Syndrome.
Hey y'all, don't forget, channel members can bring up live player stats.
All right. Let me, if you like the ads, let me know. I wanted to play that as soon as Andrew came in the building because Andrew has YDS and that's why his butt continues to hurt. Jake, what's up, man? Is that Custodio eating meatballs? Probably, man. Right now, man, we serving up meatballs. Let me get to this chat real quick. Michael says third base isn't going to fix the Yankees' problems. I know we got more problems than that. And to be honest, third base isn't my biggest concern. because I assumed that Peraza and Vivas will be able to hold that position down. But if they're going to be making errors like that in big situations, man. And you know what? I'll be honest. I don't even have faith in Peraza in defense. The same thing with Volpe. The thing with them guys, man, is when you need them most, they never come through. They'll make the greatest plays every now and then, but when it's the routine play, an important play that you need, for some reason, they can't make it. They just don't. Some people just don't got it in them. Brandon Lee says fielding errors are gonna kill the. Yeah, man. Let me see who we got. Jake says it doesn't matter even if they get a wild card spot, they're still gonna lose. No, I know, man, but the season is still not a wild. This team is. They can salvage this season. They can get better and get good, but it depends, man. To be honest, the only way to do it is to make some big time trades, man. I'm talking about trades that's gonna leave a lot of fans upset, but that's the only way. If not, then what's the point, right? We just wait till next year. Just pack it up, sell. If you're not gonna make the big time trades and go for it, then just sell, right? But we're not there yet, man. This team could still go far, man. With the right trades, it could still go far. Do they have the nuts to make those trades? That's another question, man. That is another question. I'm not really sure. Brandon Lee says, you guys have horrible stretch to end the month. 2 more against the 3. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We cannot wait until the deadline to make these trades, man. We just can't. It seems like every game, man, is the Yankees have a few holes, right? We have some problems, more than one, right? And every game, one of those issues come up and bite us in the ass. It never fails. Every game. With no bullpen because you guys decided to have an opener. Yeah, man. The bullpen wasn't the problem today, but I'm sure it'll come up at some point in the season. Jason, why isn't Dominguez leading off? He'd even be leading off for my. No, the problem is, man, that he's 0 for his last like 18 at bats, man. And I'd rather him lead off, right? If he's gonna play, just put him lead off. But that's not even the problem, man. Even Dominguez, man, he's starting to piss me off. Like his defense, look, let's be honest, man. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. His defense is a liability, bro. It is a liability. There's no denying the fact, and that's the reason why he doesn't get more playing time. I hope he can figure it out. He makes all the routine plays, but if he got to run into a gap and make a play, it gets a little sketchy, man. D-Train says, same shit, different day, my guy. Same player striking out and committing errors, bro. Look, let me tell you something, man. I don't know what they have to move Volpe, man. I don't care if he goes hot. If he could turn it on from here to next, he's done. He cannot be your shortstop next year. He just can't. He can't. If you could move him this year, you move him. You have to, man. Enough is enough. What are we doing? What the hell are we doing? Enough is a freaking enough, man. And we got to get a third baseman, a real third baseman. I don't even care if they're a big bat, really. I really don't. I just need a real third baseman, a major league third baseman that's going to make all the plays. Look, the last time we had a real third baseman was Josh Donaldson, and he freaking sucked, but at least he made those plays. He made the plays, at least. Right now, we have somebody who's batting worse than Josh Donaldson did, or pretty much the same as Josh Donaldson, and is not giving you the defense that you need. It's tough, man. We're in a tough spot. And to be honest, man, this is Cashman's fault. I don't know how Hal allows this stuff. I'll be honest, man. I don't know how he lets this stuff happen. Because if I'm spending $300 million, bro, and that's what you're giving me, it's not going to happen, man. Not going to happen. I'm switching my camera around. Oh, man. Tough, man. Tough day. The Dodgers lost, but at least they still got a decent lead in first place, man. They're in a way better spot than the Yankees are. And they got reinforcements coming. We don't have no reinforcements coming. That's the thing. The Dodgers got a whole bunch of people that's going to come off the IL at some point. And I expect Mookie Betts to become Mookie Betts again, right? I don't think he's going to be batting whatever he's batting with 11 home runs for the rest of the season. No way. No way. He will turn it on. Make sure you like the video if you haven't, man. But this team, bro, this team is cooked. This team is cooked, though, for real. We are cooked. But let's take a look at Giancarlo Stanton's home run here real quick. Whoa, everybody's putting the wasted.
High fly ball, left field and deep. Going back, Snyder on the track, at the wall. See ya! A home run for Stanton.
And that was pretty
Yankees
much all
on
the
board.
offense
It's
we had
1-0.
today. Big G. Big G with the bomb, man. That's one thing, man. Say what you want about Giancarlo. The dude is a gamer, man. You ain't got to worry about him showing up. He's going to show up. He might swing at like 4 pitches that are 4 feet off the plate, but he'll get you a hit when you need it. Man, Shawn Michaels says when a rookie pitcher comes up to the majors, they do well the first start. When teams get film on him, they light it. Yeah, that's the same things with any rookie. That's the whole point about being a big leaguer, dude. You have to make adjustments. It's a game of adjustments. The league will figure you out. The scouting report gets out on you, especially for hitters, man. Once they find the weakness, they exploit it. And until you make an adjustment, they're going to keep pitching you there. And that's what determines if somebody's going to remain in the big leagues or get out of here. And look, dudes like Volpe, I don't know how he's lasted so long because of the lure of him being the hometown kid. He's a good-looking dude. The ladies love him. Me personally, I don't hate him. I want him to do good, man, but I'm done with the guy. I said it before even the season started. If you've been watching this channel, I know a lot of you guys are new, but if you've been watching, you could go back to the videos I did in December, me and Chris the Flash, when we was arguing about this. And I told him, I said, look, this dude, man, I think they should trade him. They should move on from him. He don't got it, bro. He don't got it. And that's not to say that he might not go on another team and do well and everything, but it's just not working out for him here. And every time, I don't want to hear no gold glove stuff, because every time you need him, when it's a big play, he makes an error. He's throwing errors. And it's those two guys. And look, to think, man, 3 years ago, or 2 years ago, Volpe and Peraza were untradeable. This is what we all said. I never fell for the hype, man. I'm always like, you know what? Let me see what they can do when they get here. Even Spencer Jones. Look, Spencer Jones right now is raking. He is raking. And that's why I keep saying, just call him up here. Call him up here. I don't care if you got to bench Dominguez or bench Grisham, whatever it is. Let's get him up here and let's see what the hell he can do up here. And then we'll make a decision. But as long as they remain in AAA, I don't care what you do in AAA. It's good and everything, but too many times we've seen too many people, man. We've seen too many prospects rake down there and come up here and suck. Now, I don't really think that's the case with Spencer Jones. I don't. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just call the dude up and let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, man. It wouldn't kill us right now. It's not going to hurt anything. Like right now, the offense today, they didn't do anything anyway. Just call him up, play him while he's up here. If he doesn't do good, whatever, you trade him or you send him back down, whatever. But guys like Volpe and Peraza, you know, a lot of us, we was like, they're untradeable. They're the next this, the next that. Look, you know how many people we could have got in a trade for them at some point, and we didn't. And look at them now. Now we have them here, and look, and the list goes on and on. You know, that's the thing with this Yankees organization, man. At one point, Esteban Florial was raking in AAA. He was the guy that teams were calling for They wanted him, and we wouldn't give it to him. And look, whatever happened to him? We ended up DFAing him or whatever. Or he I don't know what happened to the dude. He's not in the organization no more. And man, there's so many players like that. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, bro, I'm ready to move on from a lot of these guys, man. This team needs a whole revamping, from the manager to the front office to the scouts to the guys down there in the minor leagues, whoever's running player development down there. It needs a whole revamping. Yeah, he isn't either. Yeah, Dominguez. My thing with Dominguez, look, and I think he's gonna be a fine player, but his defense, man, it's a liability, and it bothers me. It really does, especially when he's not hitting. I'm like, look, I'd rather not even have you out there. His defense is really, really sketchy right now. That ball that went over his head, that was by the wall, I get it. It looked like a difficult play, but that's a play, man, that a big leaguer makes, man. A decent outfielder in the big leagues, they're going to make that play 9 out of 10 times. And I hate to say it, man. Man, look, this team got a lot of problems, man. Let's be honest. They do. Buxton leadoff home run off of Shohei. That's crazy. Brandon Lee says, even though he's a Jays fan, if Yankees get 7-0, I don't even care about the embarrassing part, man. It's more that at that point, man, that puts us, 6 games out of first place. If the Boston Red Sox wins the next 2, they're tied for us in second place. The wild card spot, man, it changes a lot. And then we're going up against the Phillies, who's not an easy team. It's just man, this team, I don't understand. The thing that kills me, the thing that really, really kills me, man, is that they have no sense of urgency, man. That's what really, really bothers me. There is no sense of urgency. It's like another game. Like, it's almost like they feel like they're gonna make the playoffs no matter what. And that's not the case, bro. You gotta win. You gotta keep winning. A playoff spot isn't a given. It's not. I don't know. Pretty frustrating, though. Pretty frustrating. Let me do this here. Boom said Volpe is his top shortstop in the. Yeah, he says he's an elite shortstop, one of the best in the league. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, because every, and I'll pull it up if y'all want. If you look at every metric as far as shortstops, qualifying shortstops with enough at bats, he is dead last or like second or third last in every single metric. He has 12 errors on the day. I believe that's on the season. That's the most by any shortstop, I think, in the major leagues. It's not. Look, you can't sugarcoat this no more. You can't gaslight your way out of this. Like, people are not dumb. We're not dumb. We're watching the games. We're seeing this stuff. Yeah, Rodon he did have a lot of walks though, man. He didn't have his best stuff, but you got to make those plays. Even then, though, it was already 2-1. We probably would have lost anyway, you know. Then that zoom is like really in my face. My goodness. Oh, man, so many chats, man. I appreciate you guys. Kid clientele, man. You know what's crazy? Clientele, bro. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. I feel like you've been in the channel before, and it's just been a minute. Anyway, it says, I hate to say it, but the Yanks might end up with Yoel Moncada or Cabrian Hayes at third base. I tell you, bro, right now, bro, that's better than what we got, man. You feel me? That is better than what we got. Carlos LaGrange, top 100 prospects now. Oh, that's what's up, man. My boy Nathan from NR Media, they're doing a free meet and greet and autograph in I think it's in New Jersey somewhere. Damn, I had the I don't know if I have the thing though. Hold on. There it goes. If you guys are in the tri-state area or close to Parlin, New Jersey, free meet and greet with Carlos LaGrange and Mama D's Empanadas. Bro, you get a free picture, free autograph with a dude who's gonna be in the big leagues someday. All you gotta do is buy an empanada. It's worth it, if you ask me. Make sure you check that out. When's that? August 5th from 6 to 7 p.m. If I was in the tri-state area, I'd be hitting that up. Woka says, even when Volpe stunk, he had trade value a year ago. Bro, I don't know, man. I can't with this team, man. I really can't. And, you know, and that's what really, the way our prospects that we've had come up here in the past, I say 5 years, is the reason why me personally, because people are like, how dare you say you'll trade this guy and you'll trade that guy? My thing is, it's not that I don't have faith in Spencer Jones or Lombard Jr. or whoever, man, Schlittler or any prospect you want to name. It's not that. I don't have faith in the Yankees organization because how many times, and look, not every prospect is going to work out, but we're like 0 for the last 100, man, or something. I don't sometimes you gotta trade high, man. And I'm not saying that that's the move to make, particularly with Spencer Jones, because he is raking right now and his trade value got to be at an all-time high right now. I'm not saying that's the move to make, but you got to make a decision. You got to make either that or call him up, or you trade Grisham or trade Dominguez and bring the guy up here. Let's bring him up here, man. I'm not talking about September. Let's bring him up here right now so we see what we got. That's what I say. Yeah, Jones is on fire. Shawn Michaels says it is AAA pitching. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't get too high on these prospects. But even though it's AAA pitching, he is raking at a level that he's making him AAA pitching look like it's high school. He has high school numbers right now. Better than that. Those are numbers you see in freaking at your local high school leagues or something, you know? Is this season becoming 2023? We're getting there. It's getting close. It's getting close, Theo. And it reminds me a lot. I said that the other day that I get that there's this feeling in my stomach, and I don't want to say it. I don't want to jinx it and be like, man, this team might not make it to the playoffs, but it could go either way, man. And when I look at the schedule and I look at how this team is playing, man, I'm like, come on. Every day is something, you know? You can't call him up because if he stinks, you lose his trade value. Then trade him. You feel me? Then trade him. Or call him up. I'd rather call him up and see what he got. If you're not gonna trade him, right? That's what I mean. If you're not gonna trade him, then let's call him up. Let's call him. That's the problem with the Yankees. We leave dudes down there too long. And then when we finally bring him up, whatever hot streak they were on is gone, it's past, you know. Brandon Lee says, I'm going to be honest with you, Jason, as a guy that isn't a diehard Yankee fan and an outside point of view, you guys need to trade Dominguez and Spencer Jones while his value is at an all-time high. I'm not against it. It depends for who, though. That's my thing. You know, I was looking at like trade value. I'm going to pull this up real quick. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Because according to tradevaluecalculator.com, whatever it's called, even though, look, that's just you can't really go for that, but it's a good way to just gauge a little bit, you know. Look, Spencer Jones' trade value is high, but it's not super duper high, right? You're not going to trade a 1-for-1 for even like a Mitch Keller, like somebody like Mitch Keller, right? You think they would trade him 1-for-1 for Spencer Jones? I don't know. I don't think they would, you know. I think that you could take the risk, right? Bring him up here. And like Sean said, you don't want to bring him up here and he stinks because then his trade value drops. But if you bring him up here and he rakes, guess what? his trade value goes up. Sometimes you got to take a gamble, man. You got to take a gamble. Yeah, Boone is always going to make excuses, man. All right, you know what? Let's pull that up real quick. I'm going to pull up the thing. Just let me pull it up here real quick. Oh, freaking Boone. You guys ready?
Aaron, that bottom of the fifth wound up being pretty disastrous there. Just how do you process the way it unfolded?
Just not completing the play, Oswald had to range to his left, and Straw getting down the line quick, probably rushed his throw and pulled it a little bit, and then Volpe just doesn't catch it real clean, and kind of as a result jerks the throw a little bit. But plays you got to make, especially against a team, playing as well as they are in this building, especially.
Why do you think you guys have not been able to play consistent, clean baseball? Now 6 errors the last 5 games against the Blue Jays.
Yeah, it's been here. We got to play better. It's, been a contributor to us not finishing off some games, and, around this place, I feel like we've been catching it well, but we got to do better than that.
With Volpe, you've expressed your confidence in him multiple times, but why do you think he continues to have some struggles here defensively? 12 errors now, that's tied for most of any position player in the American League.
Yeah.
God, of any position player in the American League. Not only, I was saying that's the most errors by a shortstop. He's tied. That's the most errors by any position player. It's crazy. Let's hear what you got to say.
Yeah, it's a few too many.
A few too many, you think?
That said, errors get handed out a lot of different places in a lot of different ways. So I'm not so worried about it. It's making plays. He's still making a lot of plays, but he hasn't been as consistent as he wants to be, and as consistent as he normally is. So there's a few balls he's left on the table, one tonight included, and those are plays he expects to make, and we need him to make too.
He's been walking around with.
Why can't you just say, yeah, man, that I'm gonna talk to him? I don't know, man. CT, what's up, man? Stephen B, what's up, man? Oh, this guy, man. No, we're gonna do. No, let's finish. Let's finish listening to this. I'm curious to hear what he got to say.
His son, I believe, his right shoulder. Is he okay? Left shoulder. Is he okay physically?
Yep.
What do you think it is then that has not allowed him to reach that consistency that he's had in the past?
Yeah, we're talking about a few extra errors. That's I get it. That's the separator of when he wins a Gold Glove and when he's not. He's still
a few extra errors. Really? A few? I believe he's got more errors already this year than he had all of last year. Man, look, you cannot. Boone, please, man. You're making yourself look dumb. You make yourself look dumb. K-Dog 1578 was good. I think you're a new sub. I've never seen you here, but I think I'd rather trade the Martian than Jones. I kind of do see a lefty Aaron Judge in that swing. Yeah, man, but you know what the thing is? So a lot of teams, man, and this is why when you think about like Ben Rice and Spencer, I was watching P. Simonetti last night, and they were talking about Ben Rice and Spencer Jones. And don't get me wrong, right? It was a tough argument. It's hard because it could go either way. But I kind of agree with them, and I agree with the fact there's something to be said when you see a guy do it up here. It's different, man. It's really, really different. There's a million players that raked at some point in the minor leagues and had all the potential and then came up here and couldn't figure it out. So I don't know, man. I know they gotta make some trades. They gotta make some trades, and to me personally, I feel like they gotta do it quickly. Like we can't wait for the trade deadline. The trade deadline might come and we might be 10 games out. Like, why are we waiting? At least the bullpen, at least the pitching. Fix something, man. Please. Fix something. Look, I get it, man. We're not going to get all the best names out there. but let's improve in some area, something, bro. Let's improve, man. I'm something, bro. I'm ready to change the bat boys and everything, or the bat girls. We got to get better as a whole. But also the Martian is playing out of position. Yeah. Why is my chat like all crazy? My bad, guys. I'm behind the chat. I think Grish and Goldie and call up Jones. Like trade Grish and Goldie. You know, it's crazy that somebody will take Goldie too at this point. Early Vodopija. I hope I said that right, man. My bad, bro. If I messed it up. He says, go Jays. Yeah, man, you guys are freaking spanking us, and we don't help ourselves either. You know what's crazy? I could imagine as a Blue Jays fan, you're probably like, damn. You probably look at us like, damn, I thought they were going to come in, you know, and give us a fight at least. Like, it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. Brandon Lee says, do what my Jays did with Barger. He had a similar path to Spencer Jones. Call him up and see if he translates. If he struggles, get him back down for a bit, then call him back up. Well, CT says, Jason is now using his own analytics. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't use analytics, bro. I look at the numbers, and I look at what my eyes see, and I put 2 and 2 together. And I come to a conclusion, man. I'm telling you, look, and I'm not gonna say I'm no expert or nothing like that, man. But I've been watching and playing baseball my whole life, and not only Major League Baseball. I watch a lot of like local high school teams. I watch college baseball. I watch my son play. Like when you're watching baseball, that's why a lot of times, even my son, we was watching the game earlier when they made those errors. He was like, "Damn, bro! Like that's little league stuff right there, man." It can't happen, bro. It can't happen. Those weren't even tough plays or nothing like that. Those are just bad throws. Kid Clientele says, I think the Yanks is going to trade Roderick Arias. Teams are high on him. Man, the chat is moving too fast for me, guys. Let me see if I could catch up somehow. All right. Yassine says the Dodgers gave every team a blueprint on how to beat the Yankees by putting the ball in play, and the Yankees will fumble it. Bro, but that's baseball one-on-one, bro. It's to put the ball in play. That's the whole point of the game. Yeah, like it's not even hard. It's not even like they came out with some freaking super special scouting report or anything. It's just, bro, just put the ball in play. Just play baseball, and they'll mess up. And I thought the bad thing, man, the shit that gets me mad is that I thought we fixed this. This is stuff from last year. I thought we fixed this already. Apparently we haven't. Volpe's awful. Yep. Man, how far am I behind on the chat? I'm gonna get the big chats. K-Dog says the problem with the Yankees: 1, different lineup every day. Too many outfielders. 2, Anthony Volpe. And 3, Anthony Volpe. Now I'm just playing. Guys like Dominguez and Jazz playing out of position. But you know what it is, K-Dog, man? I'm going to be honest. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate, man. I'm going to get a lot of hate from this. I know Ace is going to hate me for this. I think if you put Dominguez in center, I think he'd be even worse, man. Like, I don't know, dude. To me, he's not terrible, right? If his bat was crazy good, I'd be okay with it. But it's not even that. He's decent, man. Hopefully he could get there. But to me, every time they hit the ball out there, I'm worried. I get worried. CSNMD Yankees, what's good, my guy? Demon D says coke is a hell of a drug, Booney. Nah, Booney ain't coked up, man. Don't say that, man. CT Cars, Michael Garcia. Did it pull up? Roy Wilcox. What's up, Roy? Hate to see Jason D go, but they need to do something. Yeah, we got to do something. Look, at the end of the day, man, this is a business. It's a business. You got to make the moves that you need to make. Khadija Lopa, I hope I say your name right. I'm so sorry. Hey, how's it going? I know you're frustrated with today's game. It's just so frustrating. You know what kills me? Like when the team goes down without even a fight, and then you making errors. Like this is the most important series of the year so far, and this is how we're playing. Come on, and you guys still have the beard on me. Let me take that off. The most important series. It's just sad. I'm gonna switch to the ad real quick. Those of you that haven't seen it, let me know if you like it. I plan on making some different ones, but it's about 30 seconds while I get a drink of my sparkling water here, and then we'll come back. Well, let me take this out real quick.
Bullpen meatballs. Serving them up all 2025 season.
You better like the video, and while you're at it, subscribe to my friend Jason's channel.
The reason your butt has been hurting is because you have YDS, Yankees Derangement Syndrome.
Hey, y'all. Don't forget, channel members can bring up live player stats.
YDS. That's what Andrew got. Andrew has YDS. I hope he's still in here and heard that. Wilkins says, you can't trade Goldie. Hey. Khadijah says, I discovered your channel in the strike zone. Yeah, NFE's a great dude. I love NFE. And those of you who haven't, if you're not subscribed to the strike zone, NFE the strike zone, please do. If you keep scrolling up, his thing is in the chat. If I have any mods in here, paste NFE's a link to NFE's channel in there, so that everybody checks it out. Theo Harris says, how are our playoff odds still at 91%? Because we're still in the wild card, man. And look, on paper, this team is supposed to be a lot better, but I don't know. Some days, I feel like some games we just don't show up at all. Like today is one of those games that they didn't show up, and I was expecting this series to be a lot more fun than this, man. Look, I get it. You can't win them all. You're going to lose. But to go down like this with these errors and no offense and stuff, at one point, and especially in the first few innings, Gosman, I get it. He's pretty good. He pitched well tonight, but he was throwing fastballs right down the middle, man. And they just wasn't swinging. I don't know. Jake says, Theo, I think they'll get in through wild card, but they're not going to get very far after that. Man, even the wild card is up. It's up for the taking right now. I appreciate it. Since you're a new sub, I'll play you the thank you for your sub. Thank you so much, though. I appreciate it. Yassine gave me the beer. LB says Pete is Jason Bias. He says Trey Jones because he's older than Dominguez. Yeah, I know he loves Dominguez. Me personally, there's only really one player that's untradeable, and that's Aaron Judge. And even he's been pissing me off lately. I'm not married to none of these players. I think that for the right trade, you have to make it. If it's gonna make the team better, you make the trade. Whether it's Dominguez, Spencer Jones, Lombard, Volpe, Grisham, Rice, Escara, I don't care. Will Warren. You know, there's some guys that I'd rather see go. You know, but late in the game today when I saw, first of all, let me give a shout out to Brubaker. Because Brubaker, man, he's his last few outings have been okay. He's been pretty good, actually. But when I saw Ian Hamilton and Jonathan Loaisiga warming up in the bullpen, my stomach turned. Literally, my stomach turned. Like, I felt sick. I was like, oh, man, that's it. It's over. When you see those two warming up, it's pretty much over. The Yankees look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, man. We got a lot of holes. That need to be fixed. Some more important than others. I don't want to give up just yet. I feel like it's too early. But when I see this team and the organization, when I see Boone and the lineups, and it's just a lot of things that they make me really want to say, man, screw it. Like, you know. But we continue to watch these games, man. I don't know. They got to do better. It's a shame, man. This is the New York Yankees, man. They're running this team into the mud. Just sad. Sunil, what's up, man? He says Boone needs to go. Persuade Mark DeRosa to take the job. Really, Mark DeRosa? You think he'll be a good manager, or you think he'll be more like Boone? Mick the Quick. Really, all his only managing experience is for the World Baseball Classic. I don't know. At this point, look, a change needs to be made. Whoever it is, it doesn't matter. We just need a change. JD in center is worse. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Jason Dominguez, I don't trust him in center field either. Volpe gets butterfingers when he sees eyes. I'd rather stay with the kids and sell the rest of the team. Oh, man, this chat is moving way too fast for me. Jason Custodio, what happened there? I'm going to turn off the members only live stat thing. So if you want to pull up anybody's stats, it's open for everybody right now. It is open for everybody. So pull them up. All right. I'm trying to catch up to the chat, but it's going way too fast for me. And I appreciate you guys, man, for showing up, especially after a tough loss. I'm going to be honest, like, today I wasn't even upset with the loss today. I was more just disappointed. I just sitting there. I literally just sat there quietly watching the game. Just no excitement, nothing, no sadness, no anger, no emotion. I just watched it. And when they made the errors, I was like, well, kind of saw that coming. Then when Volpe made the error after that, I was like, not really too surprised. And you know what? Let's pull up those errors because this is Peraza's error. Let me turn this on so you can hear it.
Sports in a nutshell right there. That's a lot of fun.
Straw hits one down to third. And a wide throw will get past Goldschmidt. And Bichette will come in to score.
Sports in a nutshell right there.
That was the first error, if you guys missed it. And then this was the second error right after.
Ground ball, Volpe. And a bad throw, and it's dropped by Goldschmidt, allowing Straw to score. The left side of the infield with two huge errors.
Yeah, and that was pretty much it. I mean, man, that's tough. Very tough. So News says, wild card is a damn participation trophy for the Yankees. This team at times plays like it's 2023. And you know what's the thing too? I wouldn't, of course we'll take the wild card, right? But that's not what we shoot for. And when you're spending $308 million or whatever the payroll is right now, it's just unacceptable, man. It's unacceptable. You have no third baseman. It's just a lot of things with this team. We probably will make the wild card and lose in 2. Could be to the Red Sox, which would be more embarrassing. Roy says, actually, I would have put Bella in around the 5th and pulled Jason out. Yeah, Belly. At least in that last at bat in the 8th, he was supposed to come in. There's no excuse for that. Guys, if I'm missing your chat, I apologize. For some reason, I can't scroll up. Something's wrong with this thing. Rara says anybody's tradable, even Judge. Well, technically he's not because he has a no trade clause. So, but you're right though. For the right people, if I could, I'd trade him too. Yohan Duran. The guy's a beast. So I know Yassine he be in on all the trades, right? Yassine, what trade fixed this team and who you giving up? Let me know. Yeah, Judge lately has been striking out a hell of a lot. A whole lot, man. Rara says, Jay, good player, but not a clutch player, and I don't know how he became captain when he never got nothing done. I mean, everybody has their opinion. I really like Jason Dominguez a lot, but he needs time to get better. Brew Baker did his job tonight. Really can't put him down. No, that's what I'm saying. I actually give him a lot of credit. His last 2 outings have been really good. The thing with Jason Dominguez, I get it. Like, he does need time to learn. I think he's going to be a fine player, but right now is not the time to be learning on the field, man. We got to get these wins. We need wins. And that's why I say, like, man, I'm for them playing Grisham and Bellinger over him. It's tough, man, but I can't. His defense really makes me nervous. I'll be honest with you. It makes me nervous. I'm going to move the stats up because I can't see I'll move the chat up. Matter of fact, hold on. I can't see the chat. Let's move this up here. All right. Should I put it in? Nah, we'll leave it right here. Jake says, I've been saying this about Judge since he started, and other people pissed. Man, but you know what's the thing, though, bro? Without Judge, man, I said the other day, I can't really get on Judge too much, right? Because without him, bro, we're the White Sox, man. Without him, we're nowhere near where we at now, you know? We're a way worse team. So you're going to miss me with that. DeRozan is still more disciplined than Boone ever will. The thing is, though, I feel like you got to get rid of Cashman, too. Like, Cashman has to go, too. Do the Yankees beat the teams, or do the Yankees beat themselves? I think it's a little of both. A little of both. Yeah, I did. I just played it, man. I just played it. More excuses. And look, to be fair to Boone, man, like, what are you going to do? Bash the player? Bash the media? I mean, bash the player to the media, like that doesn't fix anything either. I think he has to. I hope he's having conversations with these guys, or maybe bench them. Something. You got to do something, though. But bashing them to the media, what did we expect them to say? Right? You expect them to ask him about Volpe and for him to tell him, yeah, Volpe sucks. Like, he's never gonna say that, man. Even if he thinks that, he's not gonna say that. The minute he does that, he's gonna lose his job. So, Aiden Davila, you gotta no space between the exclamation point and the name. Just only space between the first name and last name. All right, wait, did Goldie drop that ball? I mean, it's a tough pick. That's always gonna be that's an error on the throw. You know, but I will say that Goldie usually makes that play, but he's not gonna save him every time. It was a tough pick. He couldn't pick it. Cabrian Hayes stats. Somebody pull up Cabrian Hayes for Cadiza. Mark Clear. What are you guys doing? If it's an old player that's not active today, you need to put the year also. For those of you guys who just joining for the first time. D-Train says Dominguez is 22 years old in his first year. Yeah. I feel you, bro. But my thing, man, I'm about winning, bro. I'm about winning now. Now. Not next year. That's what I'm saying. That, like, he does need some more development. And if we were 5 games up, I'd be like, yeah, man, let him be out there and let him learn. But we're not, bro. We're not. We need to start winning. We can't afford errors out there. And look, it's not his fault. Today he didn't do anything that hurt us. But he makes me nervous out there. I'm going to be honest. I thought my dog came in. Jason Dominguez. So, Neil, and with Boone, you know what the good thing is? Those W's are right here in front of. Oh, my gosh. You're a clown, dude. Oh, man. Hey, Aiden, no space between the exclamation point and the name. That's why it's not pulling up. Is it pulling up for you? I don't know what's going on here. It's too much chats. Make the quick Judge battle that last at bat. He fouled off 5 straight just to tick off. Yeah. Mark Gates, what's up, man? Baboon destroyed Dominguez's hot streak momentum, sitting him after the Yankees win 5 in a row. You're probably right, man. That's how it is, though. That's how it is. Boone doesn't have to say he sucks, but he actively defends them with gaslights. I hear his interview with John Boy as well. Yeah, you're right, though, man. You don't have to say he sucks, but at the same time, too, you don't have to tell us he's the best in the league. Like, don't lie to us either, you know? Like, we're watching the game, too. This said nobody. Oh, my God. I'm going to skip all the way to the bottom. All right, D-Train says Judge probably checked out because the infield sucks. He's looking disgusted right now. Yeah, and I don't have Chewbacca, man. If you look in the description, it shows you what I have. I do have Laser. I don't think I put that in there. Let me go ahead and do that. Why didn't that work? Is it Laser or Laser? Oh, whatever. It ain't working. It ain't working. Nope. Oh, man. What a tough loss. Tomorrow we have, who's the pitchers for tomorrow? This is our pitching matchup tomorrow. I'm actually excited. I want to see Cam Schlittler pitch again. This is going to be a huge test for him. A huge test. Let's see if he can succeed where Will Warren failed. Let's see if he can succeed where Will Warren failed. Remember last series versus the Blue Jays? Will Warren came in a big matchup and gave up 7 runs the first inning. I'm hoping that Cam Schlittler, I'm hoping he can come through. I should do something like a like and subscribe thing like that. Usually I add stuff here and there so that way in the chat they could play with it, but it's just I've been pretty busy, and sometimes it gets a little crazy. Like we had these walk-up songs. Remember that, Stephen B? We had walk-up songs for everybody, and it just got out of control. It was just too many. I had to disable it because it got too crazy. I'll show you right now. Hold on. Who should I play? You know what? I'm gonna play No. Let me see. Oh, this is one of them right here. I'm gonna play let's play CT cards. Is it working? Oh no, it's disabled. My dog is barking at me. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about that. It's too much. Perfume. That'd be nice, right? Add a perfume one. Let me see what else I got up here. You guys want to see something cool? Let me see if I have it. I was working on some using AI trying to build like little fake ads, and I couldn't there was one that I was working on and it just couldn't get it right, so I left it alone. But I'm gonna try to download it and I'll play it anyway if I can. Give me a second here. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. That's one. Give me a second, folks. All right. Walker says, D-Train, I'm just saying, Judge is not clutch. Oh, man, we having that argument again? Come on, guys. What if Judge requests a trade? Will the fans lose it? Man, I don't even blame him, dude. This team is my thing with Judge, this is one thing I will say about Judge, that he's complying with all of this too because he doesn't speak up. Man, he has the power. He has LeBron-like power where if he says, look, y'all need to do something or trade for this guy or do this, they're probably going to do it. You know, he has a direct line to how. He can call him and be like, how? What is going on, bro? We need to fix this now. And how will most likely he'll do something, you know? But if you're not going to say that, that's part of being the captain too. You got to speak up. I get it. You defend, but how, there's such thing as being loyal to a fault too. And this is his legacy on the line. Jake says, no one is saying Judge needs to bail them out all the time, but he just seems to flounder in big moments in the game. I mean, I guess that's fair, man. You know what's crazy, though? If you look at with runners in scoring position on the Yankees, Judge has the best numbers. It's not even close. But I get it, though. Judge has most runs and RBIs to tie. Put in the league after 7-inning regular season. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's just that it's true though, man. I guess there is a lot of moments where he doesn't come through, but you can't come through every time. But he's had his moments. It's just a lot of the moments he's had, we didn't even win, you know? We didn't even win. That's just that's baseball, man. That's baseball for you. Let me see if I'm hold on a second, guys. Add one. All right, this is one of them. Hold on, right here. All right, check this one out.
Dominguez is batting 7th?
Confused by Boone's bullpen roulette? Call 1-800-WHY-BOONE. Yankees fan therapy hotline. Help is on deck.
Yeah, that was one. I didn't like the way it came out though, and it sounds weird. And then there's another one that the text looked a lot like really weird. Play this one.
Boo harder. That was a called strike. Season's over.
Yeah, that was a dumb one too. It didn't work out the way I wanted to, so I left it. Where's the... Okay.
Bullpen meatballs. Serving them up all 2025 season.
Khadija says, I think Ben Rice should be on the table. Yeah, he's definitely on the table. I think, yesterday there was people in here saying that he doesn't have a lot of trade value. And I disagree with that. I think he does have trade value. But I get their arguments. He really doesn't have a position on this team. But that's just on this team. If you put him on another team, he's probably starting first base, or starting DH, or at least something. It's just a shame, man, that we at no point in this season were we able to get all 9 of our best hitters in the same lineup, because we have log jams, man. If Ben Rice could play shortstop, oh my God, how nice would that be? Or third base, right? Something like that. Like, it's just the left side of our infield is killing us, man. And those are two, especially defensively, your third base and your shortstop needs to be good. Especially your shortstop. And they haven't. Hitting offensively, they're not giving you anything. The bottom of the lineup It's just sad, man. When I look at that bottom of the lineup, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is terrible. It's terrible. Mark Gates says A-Rod would be the perfect manager. I doubt he would do it though, man. A-Rod is like, I think he's a billionaire at this point. He's not gonna be a manager. How long does my show typically? Usually I go for like an hour, but today I'm feeling pretty upset, man. I'm just kind of I might be here for another like 45 minutes. I'm just upset with the whole thing. And also, you guys don't see it, but I'm actually testing stuff out behind the scenes. In my opinion, I think someone like Ohtani is clutch, but has a better eye at the plate and isn't swinging at everything. He hits well with runners in scoring position. Laughing Master, the first one you did were great. Yeah, I appreciate it. The Yankees are too inconsistent, and our captain needs to do better. He is striking out too much. You know what, Barbara? Lately, it's crazy. I was telling my son that earlier. Lately, Judge has been striking out a lot, more than normal. And that's not good. I feel like he's up there guessing, like he's getting caught in between. Yankees bullpen serving up meatballs. Robert says Ben Rice should be started. Ben Rice should be a starter for the Yankees, and Goldie coming off the bench late innings for defense. DFA Peraza let Custodio play third base. I'll tell you what, that throw that he missed. I'm not gonna say I'll make that one. I'll probably make that one. And the one that Volpe missed, I'm making that throw. My arm might come off with it, but I'm making it. The problem with Soto is that, who brought up Soto? The problem with Soto is that he's a bit streaky. At the beginning of the season, he wasn't good. He's gotten better, though. I forgot Soto existed. Somebody pull up Juan Soto. Let's see what the numbers look like. I gotcha. .256, 24 home runs. Not terrible. Hold on, let me let my dog in. And my foot still hurts a little. Roy says Rice needs to be a backup catcher and JC should go. Need to keep players you have control over for a while. Rice's bat is way better than JC's. Watch how sell to Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk if the latter. Oh, man. We're going to have Grok making the lineups. Grok will be making the lineups. Book says, Detroit, that's not even close. You think Judge hits the walk-off grand slam yesterday? I don't know. I think Judge is trying to do too much, man. You could tell that he's pressing, like trying to do too much. Like you can't play like that, especially him. He needs players around him that's gonna, he needs Scottie Pippen, right? Even Jordan has Scottie Pippen, and he needs a Scottie Pippen badly. I live in San Antonio right now, but I'm gonna be moving to Arizona here soon. My foot is doing better, man. It's doing a lot better. I've been walking. The other day I went for a little walk. I did about 1.5 miles. It was hurting though when I got home, but it's better though. Khadija says, JC Escar, if we traded him, I think we should call up Rafael Flores. I think Rafael Flores might be on the trading block too. But you know why I wouldn't be even upset with that? Because Rafael Flores, man, from everything I've heard and seen, the dude has a cannon. And right now, we don't really have anybody who could throw runners out, Rays, Red Sox, and the O's lost as well today. That's good, man. We needed the Blue Jays to lose. That's what we really need. So Neil thinks Jake Schiller is going to tame the lineup. I tell you what, man, we're going to find out a lot about this kid tomorrow. We're going to find out. I think he's going to do okay, man. I really do. I think he's going to at least keep us in the game. And it's up to the offense to put up some runs, man. You can't do nothing. Look, I get it, right? We had errors. Rodon wasn't at his sharpest. But at the end of the day, we scored one run. We scored one run off a Giancarlo Stanton solo home run. Like, bro, who do we expect to beat like that? You know, you're not gonna win many games scoring one run. So you're just not. Yep. We had this conversation before. Maybe we was talking about I think I was telling you about UTSA a while back or something like that. I can't remember. I don't know what Rice did the other day. Yep. Yeah, they're 4 games up right now. 4 games up. Let me update this real quick. This is the standings for the American League East right now. We're 4 games down. Blue Jays 2 games behind us. We'll look around the league. Let's look at the AL Central. The Tigers have a comfortable lead there. Guardians should be selling, if you ask me. This is the AL West. And the AL West is better than I thought. Look, even the Rangers are up. They're above 500. The NL East. Mets a half game back. Okay, Mets. Even the Mets have a better schedule than us. The Brewers are in first place. Get out of town. And the NL West, the Dodgers only up 3 games to the Padres. That's crazy right there. Just crazy. Rara says if the Yankees get swept by Toronto, they should sell, get rid of those bad contracts, and bring up all the kids. You think so, man? You know, if we get swept by Toronto, we're still in the wild card. So I don't think they're going to give up then. I say if we get swept by Toronto and then lose a series to the Phillies, then we got to start thinking about it, man. We really do. We got to start thinking about, like, hey, man, should we just sell here and just build something up for next year? That'd be tough, man. How do you go to Aaron Judge and be like, look, man, we're going to call it this year. We're going to throw in the towel and just sell. How do you tell the fan base that? You know, the Yankees, they sell out every game pretty much. How do you tell the fan base that? You think people are going to want to go to the games after that? They're like, bro, we're not even playing for nothing. I don't think they could do that, man. William G., who's also an atheist, says, damn, where that? Oh, I lost the, he says, Rays, Rest. Oh, yeah, I already read that one. My bad. Oh, no, he says, Blue Jays have a better record than the Dodgers. Yeah, man, the Blue Jays are on fire right now. See, Jason enjoying a medium rare steak. No, that's NFE. Look, I'm not even going to play it, man. They make a lot of money from chicken buckets. 99.9% chance we don't win a World Series. I wouldn't say that, man. I say it's like, it's not good, though. The odds are not good, but it's better than that. My light, I don't know if you can see my light is like going crazy over there for some reason. Let me turn that thing off. All right. Robert says, still, now you're thinking about the organization. This Yankee organization is built to win championships, not to get in the playoffs. Man, this organization is not the organization we grew up with. This organization needs to be gutted from the top down. I'm talking about from the lowest levels of the minor leagues all the way to the highest offices at the stadium. We need major changes, bro. Whatever these guys doing, whatever their philosophy, whatever their mission statement, their plan, their process, right? Like Cashman calls it. They love the process. Bro, this process is a losing process, bro. We've been over this year after year after year, and we get nowhere. Like, come on. Make a change. You know, if you look at the thumbnail, I say, enough is enough. Make the trade. Make the trade now. Don't wait for the deadline. By the time the deadline comes, it might be too late. So I said, make the trade. Just make the trade now. Whatever trade. And look, we didn't got to go for the sexiest names. Let's just improve on these positions. At least get me a third baseman, a legit third baseman. Because even Peraza, right? Peraza's a good fielder, but he's not a third baseman. When was he coming up, he was always a second baseman or shortstop. He's not a third baseman either, so he's playing out of position as well. Like, we can't keep doing this, man. This is just crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. Trying to see something. Yeah, man. Roy says, I tell you, trade Volpe, Jason Dominguez, and Trent Grisham to Pittsburgh. Get O'Neill, Cruz, Hayes, and Keller. I don't even think, bro, you know, if you look at Keller, has a lot of trade value. I don't even think that gets it done. I don't even think that gets it done, to be honest. It's absolutely not the organization we grew up with. Hell, we're brainwashed to believe we can't get certain players now and we're poor. Not me, man. Y'all might, I'm not going to say some of us might be brainwashed. Not me. I know that's BS, man. They make a lot of money. But at the same time, I also know it's a business. And I understand you don't want to, you know, the luxury taxes. And like, if we take on, let's say, right now where we're at, every dollar we take on is $2 or more than $2. So, you know, if we add 20 million to the payroll, it's actually 40 million or 40 something million. So I get it, but it's either my whole thing is, look, Hal said, you know, he doesn't think it takes more than it takes a $300 million payroll to win a championship. And you're right. But the problem is that we had bad contracts and we've brung in the wrong players. That's the problem. And that's his problem, because those are the people that he's hired and keeps employed. And I'm talking about Cashman and whoever else is up there with him and Boone and these guys. If I was him, right, if I'm running a business, I'd be furious. I'd be flipping tables. Like, you telling me I spend every year, I give you guys $300 million and this is what you're giving me? This is the product we get? This is what you're putting on the field? A incomplete roster, a roster that's not built correctly. It got a lot of players, but you got a lot of people who play the same position, people playing out of position. Come on, we started the first game out of the All-Star break with an opener, with the bullpen game. Like, who does that, bro? Who does that, man? This team is so dysfunctional. The whole organization is dysfunctional. It's a joke, dude. I'm telling you right now, man. We're a freaking laughingstock. We're a laughingstock to the league. Jake says, now that I'm thinking about it, I think they need D. Hey, yo, I'd rather have Hayes right now than Suarez. You know what, man? It doesn't even matter. My whole thing, especially for third base, my whole thing with third base is that I just need improvements. We're all look, I just need an improvement in third base, an improvement in the bullpen, and an improvement in rotation, and I'll be happy. You know, a legit improvement. Bro, we have, dude, Peraza is batting like 140 something, dude. Like that, you can't, come on, bro. And then he's not even playing great defense. No, we can't have that, man. Cat Mama, what's up, Cat Mama? She says, this team sucks. Plain and simple. Dang, that's tough. I agree, though. We do. You know what's crazy, Cat Mama? Why I didn't pull up the stats? It's thinking he's a pitcher for some reason. I know I got to fix that. It's acting glitchy. The crazy thing, Cat Mama, is that I was going to make, for the thumbnail, I was going to put, we suck, or something like that. This team sucks. And then I was like, nah, let me not do that. I think one of the Yankees trade partners should be Texas. They got players that could help. Yeah, but Texas is they're in it. So Mick the Quick says every dollar now is 110%. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Mick, that I understand why Hal thinks that, but he needs to look at Cashman and be like, look, bro, this is on you. You know? They need to have that tough conversation that they've been avoiding for the last 5 years or so. And he has to have that tough conversation with him, like, make something happen or we're going to change a lot. Let's do with the kiss cam. Rob says, I agree with the business side. The problem is Cashman constantly shifts the money the wrong way. Exactly. Cashman and his dumpster diving, if they make some trades, it will be for garbage as always. I hope not, Cat Mama. I would be so furious. But I would even be surprised, though. That's where, he loves the clearance rack, man. That dude's right now. Cashman's at the freaking at Goodwill looking for bullpen pitchers. D-Train says, we are littered with bad contracts. It's incredibly depressing how the money is managed in this organization. That's what I was saying. Like, Hal has only one person to blame for all of that. And they need to have a tough conversation. This Hal, he doesn't have the passion like his father to win a championship. For him, it's business. You're probably right, man. Hal's still making most profits, and he don't want no headaches of interviewing people. Cashman been around so long. I think Hal's sister should run the team. She looked like she got more nuts than he does. Excuse me, and I apologize if I offend anybody, but I'm gonna be real, man. Be real. Oswaldo Peraza. Oh, man. You guys are crazy. So, it don't work that way, man. I wish it did. I could do something like that, but I got to recode my thing for that to work. What is it with Judge? Is he babysitting when he gets home at night, staying up too late? I don't know. I think, you know what, Cat Mama, look, I think that he's trying to do too much. That's what I think. But I can't even argue. I can't defend him either. Like, lately, he hasn't been coming through in the big spots. It is what it is, Dude, George didn't even want Hal to run the team. He wanted his son to run the team. Ah, man. R.I.P. He's talking about Hank. Chance Felton, what's up, man? First time I've seen you. I don't know if you're new to the channel. In my opinion, the Yanks, I can't even talk. I'm so thirsty right now. The Yanks should look into Merrill Kelly. Yeah. I wish I had Yassine here. I don't know if he's here, but Yassine is the trade guy, man. He be coming up with all the crazy trades. Merrill Kelly would be nice, but I'd rather have him than Zach Gallen. I don't know. They got to do something. My thing is, man, they got to make a move, and they got to make it fairly quickly. I get it that some teams are trying to hold out. Some teams are trying to hold out to the end, but even if you have to overpay a little bit, you got to make you got to make the trades because look, the way it's looking, man, we might not even be in a playoff spot by the time the trade deadline comes. Thankfully, we're not there yet. Thankfully, we still have a wild card spot, and the Rays lost and the Red Sox lost today. But man, we got some tough teams ahead of us before the deadline. So I don't know, man. I know that this team as is right now, and you know what's crazy? I said this from the beginning of the season. This team as is right now is not a championship team. They're not even close. They'll make it. They might not even make it past the wild card round if they make it to the wild card. It's just not. Roy says he's been a Yankee fan for 50 years. That's older than I am. Seen the worst and seen the best. I would not trade it for any other team. Yankee for life. Yeah, me too, man. Roy, look, I've been a Yankee fan since Don Mattingly days. He was my first favorite baseball player, and we sucked, man. Like before, I'm talking about 92, 93, 91. I can even imagine even younger than that, they'll probably even worse. But with that being said, I've also lived through probably arguably one of the greatest dynasties ever, you know, the mid 90s, late 90s. So I've seen some great teams, man. I've seen some great teams, not only Yankee teams too. And this team, don't it? I've been saying this in the beginning. This team, when I see this team, I don't see championship caliber team, you know. I see a team that has potential and maybe with a few pieces can really get there. And even with the manager, I don't see, look, I'm not going to be one to say that, oh, we would never win with Boone, right? Because if I believe that, then why am I here, right? Obviously, if I believe that we would never win with him, then pretty much I'm saying we're never going to win until he's fired, right? But I don't want to believe that, right? I'm not going to say we would never win. I think we could, but he doesn't help either, man. He doesn't help. And that's why I said from top to bottom, we have so many problems. Sometimes we lose games not even from the players, right? It could be the bullpen could play right, everything could go right, but our manager makes a dumb decision, or it could be just something with the roster that's wrong. And man, we got a lot of problems, not only on the roster. I'm talking about the whole organization that needs to be addressed. William says cojones. Yep, cojones. That's like some Hawaiian thing or something. You gotta have cojones. Rob says, I've always thought that about the sister. Yeah, she's I think she could probably run the team better. I don't know if she wants to or anything. I don't know how much involvement she has with the team. We're talking about Hal's sister. But for everything I've seen of her and heard of her, she seems like she's gangster, dude. Like she's about that life, dude. Like she's not gonna take no crap like her dad. They should look into Ryan McMahon. Not a lot of pop, but great defense in the infield. Man, at this point, I just need a real third baseman. Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Because Peraza ain't even a third baseman. So let's stop playing around. Joey Gallo 2023. Make the quick one. Was the last time anyone heard Hal speak? I don't know, bro. Hal somewhere on a yacht chilling. Peraza is terrible, man. He is so bad. Cat Mama says, I believe in Judge, but this has been going on for too long with the strikeouts. Yeah, he's striking out a lot. But he's still batting 350 though. I don't know. My thing with Judge, man, without Judge, man, this team will be, who knows what this team will be, to be honest. I know, right? Mattingly is a Blue Jay. Why? Isn't that a shame? You know how many, not only Mattingly, but we had even Reggie Jackson was with the and he even said it that the Yankees organization is not very welcoming to former players. Especially former players that are gonna speak up. He was working with the Astros. It's just sad, man. Sad. But I got Dan Mattingly on my wall right there. That's a Don Mattingly jersey. Sad, bro. I don't know how he's with the Blue Jays organization. Crazy. Cat Mama says I haven't seen potential in years. Yeah, it's bad. Cat Mama knows though, right? Cat Mama, before the season started, you was watching when we were arguing about Volpe, and I said it, man. This dude is not it, man. And everybody called me crazy. I even had a few people unsubscribe. They were like, "You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know baseball. He's a Gold Glover." And I was like, "I get all that, but my eyes are telling me that he's not that. He's not that good." You know. Turns out my eyes were right. I think I figured out why we suck. The timing and consistency with DFA and DJ LeMahieu. Now DJ LeMahieu is at home playing MLB The Show, sabotaging our. Oh my God, dude. Seeing Donnie come up, play for. I can't even say it. He's talking about the minor league team. Seeing Jeter come up with Andy Pettit when all the. Oh, you went all the time. Yeah, I used to go all the time to the old stadium. Dude, I'm going to tell you a story. A lot of y'all probably heard this story already. When I was a kid, man, me and my cousin Bam Bam, I'm surprised he's not in here. My cousin Bam Bam really, he's a big reason why I became a huge Yankee fan, because he was, and I just followed him. He's a little older than me. Everything he did, I wanted to do. We would go to Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium, and outside the press gate, we'd be this. A lot of times we'd go up there, we'd take the subway up there with no money to even get in the stadium. We just go up in there trying to get autographs and stuff. Because before, the way it used to be, the players used to come out the press gate and they'll walk to the parking lot, which was across the street. So we'd be there trying to get autographs, right? We couldn't get autographs because there'd be too many people there. But we was there so much, Roy, that we started memorizing their cars. Remember, I'm like 12 years old at this point, 12, 13 years old. We'd be memorizing their cars. So I'd wait for them, like going onto the Cross Bronx Express. Oh, no, what is that? The Major Deegan right there, right? Or whatever it is, that highway. I would wait for them to catch them in traffic and knock on their cars and ask them for autographs. Or I'd wait up the street. I already knew Jeter went a certain way, so I'd wait for him on that red light, hoping that light would be red and he would have to stop so I can knock on his window and get his autograph. And that's how we used to get autographs. And I got a whole bunch on that ball over there. I used to have more too, but I don't know what happened with it. Good times. I'll even show you a picture. We met Joe Torre out there one time. Let me see if I can pull it up. My goodness, where's my... I'll show you guys if I can find it. Yeah, but we used to go to the bleachers. They used to have the water bottles, Deer Park water, I think it was, the water bottles. If you brung the label, it was like buy one get one half off or something like that for bleacher tickets, and we would be looking for water bottles to get that and use that to buy our tickets. I can't find what I did. Oh, here it is. Look, y'all want to see old Custodio back in the day? Check this out. That's me. That's me right here, look. With Joe Torre, my cousin Manny, my cousin Bam Bam, and some other random kids there. Outside the press gate when we were younger. Man, I was fat right there. Good times, man. Yeah, we were stadium rats. We used to be out there every chance we got. We'd be over there. Oh, Ace is in here. Hold on, let me bring up Ace. He says Boone thinks Volpe is a top and elite shortstop. Boone thinks a lot of things. Custodio, tell people my midseason grade for Volpe, V for Vendetta, and that is V for Vanish. I gave him an F for get the F out of here. Volpe always been a winner as a kid, but I think this Yankee pinstripe, I don't know, man. I'll be honest, man. Look, and I'm no hater or anything. I feel like he's one of them guys that he's never faced adversity a day in his life, you know. And I wish him the best, man. I really wanted to work out for him, but he I don't know. I could tell, man, he's never faced adversity a day in his life. He's probably never got into a fight or anything like that his whole life. And I'm not saying that don't make you a better baseball player, but I think he's really going through it now. We'll see. This dude said, "Bitch, please get down on your goddamn knees." Yes, sir. Hold on. Yeah, man, it's tough. I'm gonna play this one more time. Ace, did you see the ads I made, Ace? I don't know if you're still in here. If not, I'll send it to you to show you. But I'm gonna get out here in a little bit. I want to do something, but I'm not gonna do it today. I've been messing with the like the MLB trade value calculator thing. I want to do a show where we just, even though it's not 100%, I get it, but I want to do a show where we just go in there and put up like just put trades in it and see what happens, you know? Yeah, check this out, Ace. I don't know if you've seen this yet, but
Bullpen meatballs. Serving them up all 2025 season.
You better like the video, and while you're at it, subscribe to my friend Jason's channel.
The reason your butt has been hurting is because you have YDS, Yankees Derangement Syndrome.
Hey, y'all, don't forget, channel members can bring up live player stats.
yeah, man. I've been working on I'm gonna make something dope soon when I have time. When I have time, we're gonna make something crazy using AI. And also I'm gonna add more stuff for the chat so that way you can put in just more effects and stuff like that when I have time. What's the Yankees record against Scherzer? That's a good question. Let's look that up. I'll pull it up right now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna code in my program that I made with the stats. I'm gonna try to add splits to it if I can. What the hell is going on with my computer? All right, let's look up these stats real quick. Oh, here we go. All righty. Against Scherzer, Bellinger, I wish they say like how many hits and stuff. They don't. Anyway, Bellinger has 16 at bats. Dang, he does worse versus Scherzer than he did versus Gossman. My goodness. He's batting .063 and 16 at bats. Jazz Chisholm in 8 at bats has a home run. He's batting .250. Dominguez never faced him. Escara's 0 for 2. Goldschmidt 40 at bats. My goodness. Take this into consideration too. A lot of this was when Scherzer was Mad Max Scherzer. Now he's just Max. Right? He's old Max. He's TJ Maxx. And you got Grisham, doesn't have great numbers. Judge, not too great numbers. Yeah, not a lot of good numbers, right? Not a lot of good numbers. Volpe won 4 at bats, batting .500 versus him. So not the greatest, but man, he's like I don't know. You just never know with a guy like Max Scherzer. But I expect the Yankees to hit him. Like he's like Justin Verlander. Them dudes are well past their prime. But at the same time, who knows, right? This team is so inconsistent. They're so inconsistent that you just never know. Sometimes we make guys, you got a starter with a 7 ERA, and we make him look like freaking Randy Johnson out there. And then you have a guy who comes in with a 2 ERA of 2, and we hit him. We score 7 on him or something. So it's just hard to say with this team, man. It really is. Am I doing anything for I wanted to do like a 24-hour thing, Ace, but unfortunately I'm gonna be working, so I might. And then the deadline, the way it is, I think the deadline's on the 30th, right? And it's I think it's at like 6 p.m. I don't know. Look at it. Usually it's like at 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern time or something like that. And I'm gonna probably be at work, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do something that day. But I would like to though. I know I haven't seen that movie yet. I want to. I know Ace did a review on it. I just haven't seen it. The 31st at 6 p.m. Yeah. It's the thing, man. I might be at work at that time. I might be at work. But anyway, folks, man, I appreciate you guys joining me. I'm going to cut the stream off here. It sucks, man. Tough day. Tough day. But if you don't mind, please like the video on your way out. If you're not subscribed, just subscribe, man. If you don't mind. I usually come on after the Yankee game. Sometimes if I have time, I'll come on in the morning or pretty much whenever I have time. Sunil says it's usually around 4 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, whatever time it is, man. I know it's not like one of those like a late time or anything. It's usually in the afternoon or in the like early evening. And sometimes I'm at work, man. I really don't have time. But hold on real quick though. Let me get these last two comments. Rob says, a stat I would like to see is records with certain players in the lineup. For example, Grisham and with or records. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm going to try to do. I want to include that, man, into my I just haven't really had time to really, like, to add anything like that. You know, it's going to take time to do something like that. I already know. To pull up splits. I could pull up splits, but to get it to where it's not confusing everything else, man, I could do it. I just need time. But if you ever want to look up something like that, you can do it on MLB.com. But I'm gonna try to get it to where you can just pull it up from the chat, like put the player's name and RISP or something like that, and it pulls it up. That's the toughest part. The toughest part is getting it, because I have to give it a command to where it knows when you put a command in there, it knows what to get and what to do. And that's the toughest part, I think. Could these have put exclamation point no one. Yeah. It's crazy. You know, I'm gonna bring back too. I might try, if for those of you just joining too, I do a trivia game also from the chat where it records your things. I haven't been doing it because it doesn't get a lot of traction, and if anything, when we've been doing it, we've been losing subscribers rather than gaining it. But I don't want to give it up just yet, because man, that trivia game, it took me months to make this thing. But I'll give you just kind of this is kind of what it looks like right here. And then you just put A, B, C, or D in the chat, and it records your answer. And then we pick a win. It gets a winner, right? This is just I'm just showing you guys, for everybody that's new. I haven't been doing it. Usually I do it with Jonathan. I haven't been doing it because it wasn't even worth the time, man. I was getting like 10, 15 views on it, you know. But I'm gonna bring it back. I'm probably gonna do it just in the post game shows, and we'll do like a 3-question trivia, something like that, and then we'll give away something. I was giving away like 3D printed Thor hammers, or like these card holder things here, little stuff like that. Or maybe I'll give away like a Amazon gift card or whatever. Why is the score not coming up? Anyway. So the quicker you answer it, the more points you get. That's how the game is supposed to be, but we'll take that out of here. Maybe, you know what, tomorrow I'll get some more questions, and tomorrow in the night show we'll do it. We'll do like 5 questions, and maybe we'll give something away too. We'll see. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. I appreciate everybody who's new new here. I appreciate all you guys, man. Thank you for joining me. Look, tough loss today. We're 4 games back. It's not over yet. It doesn't look good, but it's not over yet. That's going to do it for me, guys. Have a blessed night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.